we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stay. And they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On first down, here comes this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Johnson looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Oh, a lot of space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. It's a seam wide open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He's got it. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
He'll toss it. Touchdown, Kansas State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Quick toss to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. It's a running room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the back. Finds a little space. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Castellanos. Keeps looking downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds a man on the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's McLaughlin. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Johnson wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25, he's got room. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. They're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. But I'll tell you what, now you put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of... He's loose. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Knowles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Dumps it to the back. Back's got it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
They'll try to sneak it. Touchdown Seminoles! They take the lead with the 6.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he loses the football on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quickly to the tight end. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Going to sling it on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Running back searching for a hole. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back on the move. Wide open spaces. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Line gets set, first down. He'll do it himself on the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going on his head.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the lone running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. On the option. Now the toss. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Finds a crease at the 20. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Quarterback keeps it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
It's caught downfield. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
The end of regulation with the score all time.
So here comes our first play of overtime. He'll take it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Johnson looking to throw. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they're on top here in overtime. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. 4 down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest end.
Touchdown, Florida State! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. To the air, it's Castellanos. He's in! The 2-point conversion in overtime.
Good game, man.
To win the game. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much